dose of trivia here on the Sunparlor Amateur Radio Club Tuesday night FM net here in snowy downtown Leamington on the south end of town. I'll be taking check-ins in just a sec. Any emergency or priority traffic, please call net control, Victor Alpha 3 Bravo Victor Hotel. Alright, nothing heard. So tonight, again, UHF link down, so just the VHF machines tonight in Leamington and Windsor. Leamington on 146.970 and in Windsor on 147.000, both with a 118.8 on the transmit side. So with that, well, everyone's probably wondering what direction I'm going with trivia tonight. Well, it's getting cold in Ontario. We saw our first major snowfall of the season today and yesterday as well, so got snow on the ground. Well, snow equals cold. Well, cold equals extreme cold sometimes. So tonight's trivia will be the following. And I seem to have misplaced it. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to need you to name me this location. This is a location. Google answers are not accepted. The date was January 23rd, 1935. At this location, 55 kilometers northeast of Timmins and 40 kilometers south of Cochrane, Ontario. The temperature gauge was reading a blistering 58.1 Celsius or minus 58.1 centigrade, aka minus 73 Fahrenheit. What location are we talking about in Ontario? This is the coldest temperature on record in our province. There are much colder events outside the province, but in terms of Ontario, what location are we looking for? On January 23rd, 1935, this location, this area, was hit with the coldest day on Ontario record books. What is that location? Anyone wanting to check in tonight in Leamington? Please call VA3 BVH with an F.
VA3 BDF, QRU. Trackle 3 Whiskey Golf Whiskey, QRU also.
VA3 BGD. Alright, so we got VDF, WGW, and PGD. Anybody else? Please call VA3 BVH. Looking for Leamington check-ins only. Leamington repeater, go now. Alrighty, we'll open it up to Windsor. Anybody in Windsor can come on in now. VA3 BVH, go ahead.
NJ Mobile, QRU. Papa Victor, Riverside, QRU. GQG, Riverside, QRU.
Yeah, okay, there. I picked up VA3 TNJ, VE3 Papa Victor, and the good quality Grizzly. Thanks, gentlemen. Anybody else for the net, please call net control.
VA3 FTC, TJ in Windsor.
Roger on TJ. Anybody else before we head to the top? VA3 BVH. Okay, then we'll hold it there. VDF and WGW, thanks for checking in, gentlemen. VA3 PGD. George, welcome back to the net all the way out in Chatham. Good signal tonight coming in. George, go ahead. Tonight we're looking for the location in Ontario that holds the current record for the coldest temperature at a mind-thumping minus 73 Fahrenheit. George, do you have any idea in Ontario where that might be, given the clues that I gave out? Go ahead, VA3 PGD, VA3 BVH.
VA3 BVH, VA3 PGD. Good evening, Brian, and everyone on the net. I'm trying to think of it. I got two places. I don't know which one. Porcupine or Smooth Rock Falls. And I'm going to go with Smooth Rock Falls. I worked a little bit up in Cochrane, but I'm not really sure. I'm just trying to think by memory. But that's kind of what I get. And yeah, not much going on here today other than I shoveled the driveway. I didn't bother bringing the snowblower out. And now that my garage is really winterized and I got a nice heater in there, I worked out there refinishing stair treads, caps that I'm going to put on my basement stairs. So that was really nice out there. Keep all the mess out in the garage. Now that it's got a nice epoxy floor, easy to clean up. It was a nice day to do all that stuff. That's it for me. So VA3 BVH net control from VA3 BGD.
Roger that. Sounds like a productive day on your front. We had a very busy day at my workplace. I didn't get out. I did get out the shovel when I got home from work, but not much because I'm hearing that we're going to get into the mid 40s tomorrow. So a lot of it's going to melt. So that's what I think might happen. So I just cleared the walk and just made sure everything was clean, so nobody's slipping around. But other than that, yeah, we didn't do much in the driveway. But all right, George, thanks for checking in and throwing your 2 cents in the ring for trivia. You have yourself a great evening out there in Chatham. My next 3 are all QRU, VA3 TNJ, Tim Jr., thank you, sir. Hope all is well. VE3 Papa Victor is also QRU, thank you, Rick. VE3 GQG, the Good Quality Grizzly, Glenn, thanks for joining us tonight, QRU. VA3 FTC, over to you there, TJ. What's that location in Ontario that holds the record for the coldest day on record in Ontario? We're looking for the location. In Ontario specifically, not the whole country. TJ, over to you, VA3 BVH.
Not sure, Brian. I know I've heard stories even from my dad who talked about his dad who did cold tests and hot tests. He was an engineer at Ford, and they'd pull random vehicles off the line during the war. So these were military vehicles, and they'd either go up north to very cold climate or stay down here and get pulled apart to see what they found wrong for quality. But I couldn't tell you, honestly. I didn't know I thought the coldest temperature in Canada was somewhere a little more up north, but nothing much to report. Just out here in the shop struggling to keep it about 80 degrees. I got a bad batch of wood I'm sifting through right now before I'm off to the stuff I split up from my neighborhood, which is still wet, so could be interesting trying to keep it toasty in here. Back to you, Brian. 7-3s from VA3 FTC in Windsor.
Roger. Sounds good. Keeping her nice and toasty in the man cave. And yeah, hey, hey, that's, yeah, I would think that testing would have to go down at some point for the automotive industry. How you going to sell something to somebody that lives in a climate like that doesn't hold up? So yeah, definitely good on that for sure. Thanks for joining us, and you have yourself a great evening. And we'll open the floor now to any other check-ins that want to check in tonight to the Sunparlor Amateur Radio Club Tuesday night FM and Trivia Net here on 2 meters. This is Brian, VA3 BVH, your NCS tonight. We're looking for that answer, that golden answer tonight. Coldest record temperature in our province here in Ontario. Coldest record temperature ever recorded. In Ontario alone, not Canada, but TJ is right in saying that way up north, they obviously hold a higher record, but we're looking for Ontario only tonight. So if you want to check in, please call me here, VA3 BVH, just need your call sign. Go ahead.
8 Sierra Romeo, Quebec, Tony in East Point, Michigan.
3BOK, QRU.
QRU, Dan in Maidstone.
QRU, good evening, Brian.
TPD, QRU.
Alright, we're going to hold it right there at George because there was definitely 2 or 3 doubles. There's people that I missed. Probably people that might be going off frequency soon. So if you don't hear your call sign, give me a shout. So I've got Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Romeo Quebec. Tony, thank you. VE3 BOK, Bill, thank you, sir. QRU. VE3 TGN. Tim, good evening to you, sir. And VE3 TPD, George, also QRU out in Wheatley. Have yourself a great evening to you, sir, out there in Wheatley. Anybody I missed, please call me back, VA3 BVH. If I missed anyone in that last little string of check-ins, please call Net Control VA3 BVH. Alright, we will keep moving on. Hopping the border, KD8SRQ, Tony, good evening. Thanks for joining us as always on this side of the border. So we're talking cold temperatures tonight there, Tony. We're looking at the coldest on-record temperature in the province of Ontario. Do you have an idea right around where that might be? I'll give you a hint. It's up near Timmins, way up north. Over there to you, sir. KD8SRQ, VA3 BVH. Welcome back.
VA3 BVH, this is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Romeo, Quebec. Hi, Brian. Everybody over there? I don't have a clue. My usual American answer there. I think I'm still suffering from Thanksgiving over turkey-ish. So, nothing else much to report, except if you have an Icon 7300, it takes about 12 times to read the book to at least see everything. I'm only on time 3 right now, so I'm finding stuff all new all over again. So I just want to wish everyone to please stay safe. And 73, the mouth is not working tonight. You all have a good time. VA3 BBH, this is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Romeo, Quebec. Back to you.
And a very good evening to you as well, sir, and a happy late Thanksgiving. Yeah, well, hey, it's all good. I try and mix in some American stuff here and there, too, so maybe next week will be American trivia. But nonetheless, thanks for joining us, and you have yourself a good evening. But hey, no worries. No guests, no harm. We're just glad that you're joining us tonight there, Tony. So take care. All the best to you, and you have yourself a good night and stay safe. VE3BOK, QRU, thank you, Bill. Over to Tim, VE3TGN. Tim, what location are we looking for in Ontario that holds that coldest temperature record? Tim, do you have any idea? Over to you there, sir, VA3BVH.
Brian there. Well, I think I guess that is there on North Bay, Ontario there, over. That pretty cold spots there in the winter time there. Other than that, hope you copying and using a handheld there and by the window there and say 70 degrees well. I'll say North Bay there, Brian.
Yeah, roger that on North Bay, and yep, there's just a little bacon crackling, but you're still Q5, no problems, no problems at all on the portable. Tim, thanks for joining us as always. You have yourself a good evening, and thanks for the trivia answer. All right, VE3TPD George is QRU out in Wheatley. Thank you, sir. Anybody else for the net? I'm looking for check-ins. Please call net control VA3BVH. Get in on trivia. Go ahead. In there, but you were way below the noise floor. I couldn't hear anything. Perhaps try a different location and flip the power to max. Anybody else looking to check in tonight? VA3BVH here on the net. Looking for the answer to this question. January 23rd, 1935. At this location, located 55 kilometers northeast of Timmins and 40 kilometers south of Cochrane, in Ontario, of course. The value was recorded at 58.1 Celsius, minus 58.1 Celsius, or minus 73 Fahrenheit. Keep in mind, minus 40 Fahrenheit and Celsius intersect, if you remember that trivia from back last year. They do intersect at that temperature. So anyhow, we're looking for that location. Please call in net control, looking for check-ins. This is VA3BVH. Go ahead.
Control, this is Whiskey 8 Kilo Echo Golf.
The W8 Kegger. I love that call sign. W8KEG. Over to you there, sir. VA3BVH here in the Sunparlor in Leamington. Tonight, yes, looking for that location that set the record in Ontario for the coldest day in the books. Over to you. Good evening, VA3BVH.
VA3BVH. Whiskey 8 KEG, yeah. I actually do not, couldn't even fathom a guess as to what the coldest location was. Ontario, I'm going to say probably London. Just happened to swing by, catch you guys on the net, and had to run out real quick and switch to the boom and point it your way. So yeah, anyhow, thanks for letting me in here. Let's pass back for net control and keep listening and see what the answer is. 73, everybody. Have a good evening.
Yeah, roger that, sir. Thanks for checking in once again. And yeah, it's I'll give you a hint. It's a lot further north of London, way up there. We're talking like right around the Timmins area. Way up there, hours and hours away. We're talking 8-9 hour drive, way up there from down here. But yeah, thanks for joining us. Good signal coming in clean across the border. always appreciate our American ops checking in, keeping this net moving. And as per Bill, this is the longest running net in this county. I think we're hovering right around 50 years, something like that. You'd have to check with Bill for the exact number, but yeah, we're hovering right around 50. So let's keep this going and get some more check-ins tonight. This is VA3 BVH, and yes, W8KEG, thanks for checking in, and yes, your adjustment, if you were that station in there from before, below the floor there, you're definitely in the right direction, pointing that beam. You got in no problem on that one, so thanks for joining us once again. All right, looking for check-ins. This is VA3 BVH with your weekly dose of trivia. Go ahead.
3 Delta November Bravo.
VA3 URO.
Alright, I picked up 2 there. I've got Victor Alpha 3 Delta November Bravo and Victor Alpha 3 Uniform Romeo Oscar. Anybody else for the net? It's trivia night. Anyone can jump in on this. VA3 BVH. Alrighty, well, we'll hold it there. VA3 Delta November Bravo, that's a new call sign to me. Throw us your handle. The name's Brian here. I don't believe we've ever spoke, at least the call doesn't ring a bell. Introduce yourself, come on in, and yeah, tonight we're looking for the answer to this question. So on January 23rd, 1935, this location in Ontario, 55 kilometers northeast of Timmins and 40 kilometers south of Cochrane. The temperature hit the scale of minus 73 Fahrenheit. Wow, that's cold. Looking for the coldest location on record in Ontario. What was the coldest temperature set? VA3 DNB, over to you from VA3 BVH.
VA3DMB, this is Dave over here in the soggy suburbs of Tecumseh, Ontario. Anyway, I know exactly what the answer is, but I got another little part of the information for you. Up in Kappa's casing, General Motors used to test their die-hard batteries up there because it gets mighty cold in the Cap. But I used to run from Leamington to Thunder Bay and out to Red Lake and ultimately Winnipeg once a week back 35 years ago. And every once in a while, I would come back to this location you're describing and pick up paper and bring it back to Toronto. But I don't want to divulge the information because I know what the answer is.
Alrighty then, well, roger that. Thanks for keeping it a secret for us, even though we'll probably be finding out here in the next couple minutes. But yeah, this and again, yeah, we're just so everyone knows, we're talking just Ontario, not the whole country of Canada, just Ontario. Yep, that's good, Dave. Thanks for checking in with us tonight. I'm guessing that you were maybe a truck driver, like a long hauler.
Worked locally here, Bondi Carriage, and at the point that I'm talking about, I was working for CP Rail when they had a broker division called Highland Transport, and it's divulged. It's all gone south now, and anyway, 4.5 million miles. I got to see a lot of places in North America.
Yeah, that's definitely a lot for the eyes to handle, but must have been an interesting experience nonetheless. But all right, well, thank you very much for checking in. We meet here every Tuesday We get a couple guys out at Tecumseh usually. I don't know where Dennis there, DDP, I don't know where he's hiding. Dennis, pick up your mic. But we get VA3, I believe it's VA3, I think it's JN, is it John? Yeah, we get John out there in Tecumseh, we get Dennis, we get a few guys from out that way, so feel free to check in with us on Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, on the three machines, the two in Windsor, one in Leamington. The one in Windsor is currently down for maintenance, but we got the VHF machines up and rolling. No problem here for Tuesday nights. So thank you, sir, for checking in, and hopefully we grab you again next week. VA3 URO, over to you there, sir. What do you think the answer is tonight? I believe it's Don is the name, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. VA3 BVH.
VA3 BVH from Victor Alpha 3 Uniform Romeo Oscar, that's Dan Delta Alpha November in Maidstone. I must say I have no inkling as to what the answer is. I am heatedly awaiting, though, to find out. Nothing more to report. Glad everyone's okay. And stay safe. Back to your net control from Victor Alpha 3 Uniform Romeo Oscar, Dan in Maidstone.
Darn, I was off by one letter. Thanks for checking in, Dan. I have to get used to all you guys that check in. I got to get the names down. I'm pretty good. I would say I have a decent memory, so I'll learn, everybody. Just keep checking in. Thanks for checking in tonight, and you have yourself a great evening. Shout out to Maidstone. My best friend lives out there. If anyone out that way is familiar with Wagner Orchards, an estate winery, that's my best friend and his family. They produce quite a product out there. Lots of different things they do on that farm, and I was actually out there not too long ago. Always a good experience out there. Thanks for checking in, and you have yourself a good evening. I'm at the end of my list, so I'm looking for check-ins. This is VA3 BVH here with the Sunparlor Amateur Radio Club Tuesday Night FM Trivia Net here in the Sunparlor, broadcasting out of Leamington tonight, south of town. VA3 BVH, looking for check-ins. Go ahead. Alrighty, well, I guess we'll do a last call here. Last call for this net. Looking for your check-in tonight. It's trivia night here in the Sunparlor. Looking for the answer to this question. The date was January 23rd, 1935. This location, located 55 kilometers northeast of Timmins and 40 kilometers south of Cochrane, this area produced a minus 73 Fahrenheit temperature on this day, and we're just wondering if you know the location in Ontario. Coldest record temp on the books for Ontario. We're looking for the location. Last call here, last call for the net tonight, looking for check-ins. Last call, VA3 BVH. Alright, well, not a problem at all. We'll shut it down here at 1:30. We got quite a few check-ins tonight. Lots of QRUs, people hunkering down, getting warm. Lots of stuff to do, winterizing and such, so not a problem. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. So tonight, your answer, someone was very close in terms of the word falls. Glenn, if you're still listening, you cheat. Glenn texted me the answer a little bit ago, and he found it interesting. So, ladies and gentlemen, your answer tonight, Iroquois Falls, Ontario. held that minus 73 Fahrenheit record on the 23rd of January 1935. Nowhere else in Ontario has reached this temperature until somebody else breaks it. Obviously, I believe it's Snag of the Yukon Territory. They hit minus 63 Celsius, which is the coldest record on Canada's side of things, I do believe. But Ontario, it's Iroquois Falls. Alrighty, everybody, thanks for playing. We'll catch you next week. Have a great evening. 7-3 from VA3 BVH. We'll be closing it out. 7-3.